Hello everyone, and it's so good to be back doing videos again. I'm so happy. And first I have to say, I wish you all are having a great day and my all well wishes are always with all of you. And guys, before I start the video, I just want to say something that in this video, I'm going to be fully honest and neutral and see there are going to be some brutal truths. So if Arsenal fan is watching this video, I promise you it's going to be neutral. But if you still don't like it, respectfully, I have no problem. You can skip or don't watch the video. I respect you. But if you want to, leave, like and subscribe. I don't care about that. Just watch this video because I will at least talk about Arsenal has a neutral perspective here. I'm a Chelsea fan, but when the season started, I said it hurts me to say this, but they are going to win the league. And the way season was going, I was thinking, yes, my prediction might just be correct. And I was fearing, oh my god, they are going to do it this time. Because for City to win it 5 times in a row was always going to be difficult. This is why I've not backed at Manchester City. What they have done so far is incredible. For people to go after them is very bad for me because what they have done is incredible. To do it 5 times was always going to be humongous. They had to go through a rebuild. They had to again change the players and it was always bound to happen. And I thought the next team to beat Manchester City after this will be Arsenal because they had a settled defense. The attack was shining last season, but I kept on saying one thing: sign an attacker. You have to sign an attacker. Even as a neutral, you need to sign an attacker. They went on with the Merino, Calafiori window, and I thought it's still fine, but they are missing that piece. And again, is what bit them in the back this season. Defensively, they've still been good, but in attack, they just haven't stepped up. They relied heavily on Bukayo Saka. And yes, injuries are a problem and part of football. And my well wishes are that every club, nobody suffer injury and all stay fit. But that is something which never happens in football. And once sadly Bukayo was injured, Arsenal had no one to rely upon. And even before Bukayo got injured, they were 8 or 9 points behind. And sadly after that, it was all just over. And again, the same question applies. I've always said this one thing about Arsenal, that the board has always got the ambition to just get a top 4 and that's it. Before, the excuse was that they don't have 100% ownership, so they're not bound to do a lot for the club. Now they have it and they're happy with it. And see, I still think they've done a good job at Arsenal because I've got a board at Chelsea respectfully. Hopefully I'm wrong, who keep on signing 30 players, selling 30 players, and it's mentally very, very tough. And I think my board is also in here just for the money, respectfully, and I don't blame them. So again, same is with Arsenal board, same is with FSG. But the difference is, FSG got a Jurgen Klopp manager who did it with Dortmund. They got Mikel Edwards, one of the best director of football in the world. Arsenal got, with no disrespect, a novice Edu in the field of director of football and a novice manager who is very good manager, but he needs development. And then they just never went to the final piece. Arteta has done an incredible job at Arsenal in the way he's transformed them. They used to be bullied by the big teams. Now they are the bullies. But the problem is, they've always missed that final piece. Last season when I look at the team, I said, they just have to sign someone to compete with Saka. They have to sign a winger who can play in both positions. So when a Trossard really ages and he's not good enough, you can have him play there. You can have him play over Martinelli. You can keep Bukayo Saka on toes and give him the rest he needs. And you just have to sign a striker because Havertz is not a number 1 striker. Havertz is a good player to have in the squad, but not a starting player. And someone who can play in the cam position as well sometimes. So if Odegaard needs a rest, Havertz can play in there and he can play as a striker. But Arsenal just never went after them. They always play the risk of injuries, and this season sadly it happens. Now many Arsenal fans have been going there and saying injuries have bit us in the back, we are going to win the league next season. But I just keep on saying it's a board mistake because Arsenal board is satisfied with the top 4. You can beat Arteta out, you can blame the injuries, you can blame the PG mod and whatever. But again, when your board is happy with being the top 4, you will never go to the final stretch. And with Arsenal, until they are satisfied, they will never go to the next stretch. Now, Benjamin Sesko is a fantastic striker. I'm not taking anything away from him. But let's say Arsenal just signed Sesko and Zubimendi this season. They have a very less chance of winning the league, but they still can. Why? Because Sesko will need 2 or 3 months of adjusting to the Premier League. By then, if Manchester City sign more ready-made players, they can go on win the league. Liverpool, for me, is going to be difficult because if they win the Champions League and the Premier League, the motivation might decline. Trent might leave, so it's going to be difficult, but they still are mentality monsters. I don't think Chelsea is going to step up, but you never know, City can again go very, very clear. So again, Arsenal have very less competition next season, but rather than taking advantage, they're again going for the cheap option. Sesko is a good player, I really like him, but I think Arsenal need to go for the kill. Get us Isak for 120-130 million, get us Zubimendi, and get us Semenyo Nico Williams. Fill the other pieces with young players and go for it, because for me, when I look at it as a neutral, I think Arsenal can really go on and win the league next season. And if they don't really do it next season, then it might just never happen. That's just my opinion. As a rival, respectfully, I wouldn't really want it to happen because I am a Chelsea fan. And seeing Arsenal win the league is going to be hurtful. But as a neutral, this is the last chance for them, because if right now they don't do it, then by 2026, 2027, this chance is going to go. And again, for all the good things about this process, not having any trophies to show for it, Arteta not giving any importance to Carabao Cup, FA Cups, I think it's been a bit of a disgrace, to be honest. So guys, do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments and like and subscribe.